Well, guys, like I got you guys over here today. Basically, I know. Sorry to waste your time. I know you guys have better things to do than just sit here talk to me. But I just want to talk to you about this issue. Like in Toronto, these gay parades has been happening over in New York, in America, around the world. And I don't want to generalize amongst all the gay community members. I want to talk about the Muslims, because they claim that you could be Muslim and gay. So I just want to get your intake. Is it possible to be Muslim and gay?
No, not at all.
Why is that?
Because you're technically clearly doing something that's stated against, in the Quran is clearly prohibited. It's a major sin.
Yeah.
You can't be doing a major sin like that in public and just try to if you follow religion, you're supposed to follow the commandments, right? You can't just be committing sins and be like, okay, this is part of my religion, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
I don't think you can represent that.
Just like Mohan said, man, whatever is stated in the Quran, you just follow that.
And it's kind of sad to see all this stuff.
Yeah,
honestly,
and these guys, it's nothing offensive, but they ignore a big story in the Quran, like Lut. Lut, Lot, may peace be upon him, the Prophet Lot. Allah talks about the act that they've been doing. Allah calls them fasiq. A fasiq is basically a person that sins openly. And he creates fasad, meaning he creates corruption. So when he's doing this sin, other people now, they get into the bandwagon. They hop on the bandwagon. Yeah, they hop on the bandwagon. Now this guy is shaking his tail on public. Let me shake my tail, So everybody starts shaking their tail. But he was the main cause of that virus spreading. So when they say there's pictures of people in New York now. This parade happened in 2 months ago. A guy is saying astaghfirullah, there's no God but love, and he has the Allah, but he has it crossed out. And then there's a guy saying Allah is gay, and then he's saying Jesus is a prophet in Islam, Isa alayhi salam, he's a queer, astaghfirullah, rude things and vulgar things, and then they expect to be Muslim and gay. What's your take on all of this when the acts they do, man?
This is really bad, honestly, what you're saying. If you have these type of claims, not only do you keep it to yourself, but saying this to other people believe and saying it publicly, this is really rude and this is not acceptable at all. It's really sad to see this type of stuff.
The craziest thing is that this is also they're justifying it. They're saying, no, we're accepted. Men and women can pray in one row. We can have gay imams, gay masjids. We can, gay people are all love. What do you mean love? Don't talk about love. A man and a woman love each other. You talk about the sexual act. We're not talking about love. We're talking about the sexual act. The sexual act is haram. And look, they say, no, we're inclined towards a guy. A guy will say, I like guys, man. Look, you have the desire. It's different acting upon it. Yes, Islam does acknowledge you may have those desires. I don't know if you claim, I never had any desires like that. Okay, you claim that you have desires for men. You have desires for the same gender. But Islam tells you not to act accordingly. Once you act upon it, then it's a sin. It's a sin, And you get reward actually from abstaining. This may be a test from Allah. Allah's testing you. Allah gave you the inclination for the same gender. Wallahu alam, I don't know. But this is a test. You can act upon it. And then, over that, you do it publicly. If it's different than a guy, he's inflicted with this and he's doing it. He's by himself. He's praying. He's like, Ya Allah, help me. And it's different than a guy, man, what the hell, I'm gay. It's different like that, right? What's your take, both of you? What do you guys think?
No, I think, I don't think anyone is born like that. I think we're all born attracted to the opposite gender. Right?
Yeah.
You just change yourself that way, according to society.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that God created man for women.
Man for women.
And it's pretty obvious. And this is just all this, it was part of a lot of factors in bad influences and this is getting spread around schools and people trying to make it seem normal, but it's a really big issue. It's spreading like a virus and it's really sad.
And this is also a prophecy of the Prophet Muhammad, man. Guys, I want to tell you this also. Now, okay, let's give an example. Adam and Steve and Betty and Barbara, okay? Now, Adam and Steve, they want to get married according to the law. So now they they get married. Now they want a child. So now what they do? So now they search up, they find a woman, a donor, they donate sperm, and she has their baby, all right? And when the baby comes, they sign a contract that the baby is going to be theirs. So when they get that baby, the baby is raised with two dads. Doesn't the baby have rights to be breastfed, to be loved by a woman, by a mother? Doesn't he have a mom? So you're taking away the baby's right just for your sexual gain. The baby has rights. The baby deserves a mother and a father. You take the baby. I don't care if it's a donor or anything. They donate the sperm.
The mother's love is
but
really
still,
vital. And,
doesn't the baby need the mother's love? And same thing with Betty and Barbara. So they're two lesbians, right? And now they want a child. So they now get sperm from the mailman, and he comes in front of their door. UPS is the thing, and then they get the baby. But doesn't the baby have rights to have a father? Someone to guard them? Like this is oppression. That's what I say. This is not natural. And if you keep continuing this, how are we gonna have people? How the future is gonna go? There's not gonna be any humans if a guy and they're literally Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created a logic. He has created everything pure, beautiful. You are going opposite of that logic. Worse than animals. Animals too. Monkeys knows he's gonna go to the female monkey. Donkey knows I gotta go to my female man. But humans are worse than animals. Subhanallah, man. What's your take on all of this? What I said? Do you agree with this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
100%.
What do you think is the solution for the young guys that are growing up into this atmosphere, as you know from high school and college? What do you recommend to the young people, man?
First of all, they have to be really careful with who they're hanging out with and stuff, and like in their school environment, like you have to have good company and righteous company. They should try to spend time with people that have good knowledge. They should try to go to the mosque and like ask their family for advice. Like in school, like nowadays, like I know I'm still in school, right, currently. So like I know there are a lot of signs like showing like they're trying to prove, even the guidance counselors, they're doing presentations how LGBTQ+, they're trying to make it seem normal to the kids. They're basically brainwashing them. So it's part of the school, so it's not their fault. But like, I mean, you can control your controllables, right? Like,
exactly.
I mean, like if you have friends that are promoting that type of stuff and like you're going around that type of stuff, you have to be really careful and you have to seek advice from and you should also turn to your religion. Like you have to follow what your religion is saying before anybody else says.
It's all a struggle. Shinur, what's your take on the colleges, the atmosphere? We're told attendance LGBT prom. We're told there's a flyer LGBT, and they're shoving it down our throats, the flags and everything. What's your take on all that?
Like it's getting harder and harder by the day, like in society, right? It's best to like just stay away from all this, like isolate yourself from all this. Maybe spend more time in the masjid with your good friends, just stay away from all this.
And go to Wonderland, man. Enjoy your time with your brothers.
Also, one really important thing I would say is that this can all be a test, right? So we can have a lot of reward if we successfully pass this test and not get influenced by it.
Exactly.
So you have to think of it from that objective. Like if you can resist all this like temptations and these influences, then there's a lot of big reward by Allah Ta'ala.
Yes,
Inshallah.
Probably read more Quran and see what the punishment is for these people. Right?
Because at the end of the day, you're right. This life is so short. Disobey Allah. Follow the guidance, and then inshallah, And it's not like we're better than you. We're saying this. It's like, everyone's doing something. I know they're struggling with, but openly doing it. Encouraging other people to do wrong, it's a thing. If you have,
and then they're disrespecting our religion.
You can't disrespect. You're challenging God, basically. You're challenging Allah.
And then they're saying asking us to support us.
We're committing major sins. It's really
can't
bad.
do that. Exactly, bro. You guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Thank you, brothers.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Jazakallah for your time, man.
Jazakallah.